To hear from voices in our area on how they're feeling about their personal finances.
Yeah, it's one thing to hear from the experts and what they're saying. It's totally else to ask you what you're saying whenever you go out to the store, what you think about it, how you're feeling when you put your head on your pillow every night when it comes to what your wallet's doing.
In Kansas City. So let's get to Grant Stevens, who went out and asked folks around town what is pinching their wallet the most. Good morning.
Yeah, people not sleeping very easily on their pillows lately. One of the top concerns in a recent Yahoo poll, right behind tariffs and inflation, is housing costs. And I've heard that echoed in conversations I've had with people all throughout Kansas City. But let's take a little bit of a look at that. If you look at Zillow on the average price for Kansas and Missouri, you can see that it's about 2.5% increased from last year. Now, 2.5%, median of 242,000 might not seem like a ton, but remember, that increase is built on top of years of other increases. So let's scroll down and look at those year after year increases. Kansas is in green here, Missouri's in red. Missouri is slightly higher, but they follow the same trends. Compared to where we were 5 years ago, houses were about $100,000 less on average. Donovan Comer lives in the Northland, and he tells me these increases have not gone unnoticed.
You can't even afford an apartment now. Money gets tight and everything's going up, so it's getting really kind of surviving by the skin of your teeth.
Something we've heard from both local and national experts is a desire to take away constraints on home building to increase the number of homes. Some people suggest lowering the federal interest rate to boost building and then lower prices in the long runs. But remember, like you mentioned, the president and the Fed's interest rates are at odds. And the rate is where it's at to keep inflation at bay, which is, again, a top #1 concern for Americans. I'll be taking a closer look at grocery prices trends in about 15 minutes.
It is such a complicated web. Everything's so interconnected. Grant, thank you very much.